This is Murder Beats. Murder Beats. Murder Beats. Murder Beats.
Orland.
Purchase your beats today. Trap beats, drill beats, pop beats, and more. Purchase your beats today. Purchase your beats today. Trap beats, drill beats, pop beats, and more. Get started and sign up today. Purchase your beats today. Trap beats, drill beats, pop beats, and more. And more. Purchase your beats today. Purchase your beats today. Trap beats, drill beats, pop beats, and more. And more. Get started and sign up today.
Mike Mo Pro Beats.
Purchase your beats today. Pop beats and more. And more. Purchase your beats today.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite producer, Jones on the beat. We are live, as we always are, every Monday and Thursday night. We right here on Beat Promoters Radio. Y'all know how it goes down. If you right here with us right now, man, make sure you hit that like button on your way to the door, man. Let's get this thing pumped up. Let's get this live stream going. Let us know in the comments where you come from, where you watching, where you tuning in from. Let us know the city, the state you reside. You feel me? Rep your city. Also, let us know what role in music that you play. If you're an artist, producer, music creator in general, sound engineer, songwriter, whatever the case might be. If you the cat in the studio to go get the food, whatever it is, if you're part of this music, welcome home. You're now tuned in to Beat Promoters Radio, the number one space for music creators just like us to come together, collaborate. Iron sharpens iron. This is where we come together, man, and we strategize. We do a lot of things on this live stream, so if you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are live right here on YouTube, and we are also live on Twitch, and we about to be live on our Discord as well, man. Make sure you get in where you fit in, and don't be no wallflower over here, man. We always say there's no wallflowers on Beat Promoters Radio. Everybody here is the life of the party. We got something interesting to talk about tonight, man. You know the conversation's been going about AI. A lot of music creators not hip to it yet. Some still believe it's no good. Some believe it's the next level in evolution as it relates to music creativity. Whatever the case might be, man, one thing we can't deny is that AI is here. You feel me? And I feel like we only got one choice, is either to adapt and learn how to leverage. You feel what I'm saying? So welcome to Beat Promoters Radio. Let's get it.
Thank you for tuning in to Beat Promoters Radio. Like, comment, and share. And follow for more. Orchestrated.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Beat Promoters Radio family. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. It's Monday night, and as you know, on Monday night, every Monday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central, we are live right here on Beat Promoters Radio. We are live Monday and Thursday nights. You feel me? We live every Monday and Thursday. Make sure you follow Beat Promoters Radio on Instagram to stay tapped in. And again, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get in where you fit in. We got a Discord too, family. So download the Discord app. It's a much better experience when you have the app. It's like any other social media platform. You got to have the app. Imagine trying to use Instagram on web instead of having the app. It'd be crazy, right? So make sure you download the Discord app and get in where you fit in, because we're gonna be turning up in the Discord, and I feel like it's the right time. I feel like it's the right time to get into this conversation even more, because like I said, as I've been doing my research for a while now, 90% of my workflow is AI already, right? But again, as I've already mentioned, I love the fact that we're doing these live streams 2 nights a week as opposed to 5 nights a week. Because I know y'all getting a lot more done, right? I'm getting a lot more done, and it's helping me to venture into this AI thing. Now, I gotta tell you, man, I'm still seeing a conversation between producers, artists, where it's like, I don't really know about this AI thing, Jones. This AI thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure about it yet. But I gotta tell you, man, and I say this with love. I always gotta say what I gotta say with love. A lot of times we fear what we just truly don't understand. Sometimes we fear what we don't understand, man, which is why I said to myself, I'm gonna make sure I look into what this really is, man, because it's coming. It ain't no stopping it. Everything is changing in technology because of AI, and we will be crazy to think that our industry is not gonna be touched by it, man. You feel what I'm saying? We'd be crazy to think that. So we gotta stay on top of things, you feel me? And I gotta tell y'all, AI is gonna change every area and every aspect of every industry, music included. So we can't be out here thinking that, AI is not gonna affect what we do in music, man. Last week we had a conversation, dope conversation. Shout out to Salt Life. He came on to the live stream and had a dope, in-depth conversation, gave his take as an artist, what AI, you know what I'm saying, what it's all about. But then I can't remember who it was, but somebody said in the audience, yeah, but AI can't perform live. I said, you know what? When I get on a live stream Monday, I'm gonna show the family something, man. Have y'all ever heard of a company called Soapbox? Now, I'm just gonna show y'all this, man. Look, I ain't no advocate for AI. I'm just saying we playing devil's advocate. Like, I don't want y'all to think Jones always trying to big up AI. You feel me? He getting paid by AI? Hell to the no. But I'm just telling. I like to deal in facts, right? I like to be well prepared for what's coming. So I'm like, yo, let's prepare as a family and as a community and stay on top of our game, man. So this soapbox company, you feel me? They let me just show y'all, man. They create holograms. It's pretty dope. They create holograms. I believe it's like with your favorite artist. I saw an ad. You know how Instagram show you an ad when you looking at Instagram, and it was like, do you want to see your favorite artist perform in your living room or something fly like that? Let me see if I can share my screen just real quick, y'all, before we get into what we got to talk about. So I think this is a good one to show y'all. Look at this. This is the AI with Waka Flocka, man.
Mr. Flocka, please take your shoes off before you step on the Berber. He's huge.
Can y'all
A lot
hear
bigger
that?
than
Let me make sure. Oh, y'all can't hear that.
We got Waka Flocka at home. Welcome to my home, Mr. Flocka. Please take your shoes off before you step on the Berber.
He in the man living room.
He's huge.
In the living
A
room.
lot bigger than I
Waka
thought.
Flocka.
All right, continue.
Music.
Flocka.
So, I mean, they put a whole artist in your living room. You feel me? Let me look at one more. I think this is the one that I saw that was the ad. Check this out.
Hey, this your boy Pimp from the Flat Child, boy. Hey, and you got to check out my hologram, man. You got to. Check it out.
Hey, this your boy Parlay,
This your boy Pimp.
and we did. When I say rest easy, buddy.
Where's a hologram?
RP, buddy, we love y'all. Hey, what the hell that is right there, Pimp?
So I'm just saying, man, if they could put a whole hologram in your living room, how easy would it be to have your favorite artist, AI artist or artists in general, perform, right? And if you don't think AI can do it, as you can see, it's just a hologram, right? Or augmented reality, you feel me? And then what I mentioned last week, how when you go to a concert, what do you see in the audience? You see people watching the whole damn concert through their phone. You got artists getting mad at people in the audience like, yo, put your phone away. They putting people's phones in garbage bags on the way through the door. They don't even want you to have your phone during the performance because people are like this. They're trying to capture that moment, right? They're trying to capture that special viral moment. So they rather watch the whole show. It don't matter if it's a comedy show, a music show. They're watching the whole show through their phone. So if we got people watching through their phone, and then you look at the kids, my kids, they be in the car. You know, back in the day when we was kids, we wanted to look out the window. You feel me? When we was kids, we was trying to look out the window because we had to play that game. That's my car. No, that's my car. Remember, you picked the car. You picked the car first. That's your car. We played games like that. That's my house. Remember that game? Remember, that's my house. Who played that? Did y'all play that? Everybody played That's My House back in the day when we was riding the car, right? But kids today, my kids, your kids, what they doing in the car? They on the phone. They don't want to look out the window to see nothing. You be trying to, you know what I'm saying, hype them up to watch what you be trying to let, yo, y'all don't want to see these? They don't want to see nothing. They just want to look at the phones. They on Roblox. They playing all kind of stuff, right? So what I'm saying to you is the next generation is already prepared to watch reality through a screen. You feel what I'm saying? They're watching it through a screen. What's good with the family? Taza in here, man. Salt Life, what's good? AI Music, what's good? DJ Frank Nice, what's happening? So my thing is like this, you know what? At a certain point, you gotta recognize what's inevitable, and you can't be so stubborn that you just gonna fight. Because let's keep it real. Can we have a real moment tonight? Look at what we're doing as a producer community. Just look online, look on the internet, and this ain't no knock. We ain't never knocking anybody hustle or what they do, right? But we're just saying, everybody's doing the same thing, right? Is everybody doing the same thing? Making beats, posting beats, making beats, posting beats, making beats, posting beats, right? And everybody's doing that, and we just kind of adding to the noise. Somebody gonna have to shake the lane and create another lane or do something different. Got to usher in something different. So here it is. We got a whole tool, right? Now it's so different. It's a paradigm. It's so different. AI is so different. Of course, it's gonna get pushed back. And like I've always mentioned, this happened with the electric guitar. Remember, I posted earlier, the camera, right, didn't ruin painting, right? People, like, if you wanted to see a picture at one time, somebody had to draw it or somebody had to paint it. There was no camera. What do you think the man who was making money drawing people said when the camera came? He called cameras the devil, just like AI. When people are in a position where they don't want to change, everything is bad if it's changed, right? So we got to just recognize that and see that as an opportunity. When there's something coming and there's a lot of people who are not on it yet, not educating themselves, not really learning what's inevitable, they setting themselves up to be phased out, unfortunately. This is how we become dinosaurs when we don't choose to evolve. Blockbuster didn't want to. I used to love, who loved Block? Did y'all love Blockbuster? Who in here went to Blockbuster before? That was an experience that we always thought was going to be here because it was so fun just going to the Blockbuster video store and seeing all the new movie boxes on the shelf, right? How fun was that? Then they had the snacks. You feel me? Your mama said you pick out 2 movies. You and your brother pick out 2 movies. And me and your daddy gonna pick out 2 movies. We have 4 movies getting in the car, going to the crib. We was about to get it in, right? That was an experience that we don't have anymore. And Blockbuster, for whatever reason, didn't evolve. And now what we doing now? Netflix. So there's always evolution in every industry. And our industry is not immune to change. So with that being said, man, what I've been really doing, because I can make beats, right? And just post them. Make beats, post them. Make beats, post them. And I'm gonna post beats, right? But the thing about it is, I'm looking at it as, yo, I don't see that as the lane to do anything game changing. Just posting beats. Everybody, if your goal is just to sell some beats, if that's your goal, then yeah, maybe, right? But if you're dreaming bigger, if you got bigger goals, if you're like, nah, I don't want to just, pay a couple of light bills and put some gas in my car with what I do. I want this to become what I do. Then we got to think bigger and we got to get into action and do something much bigger. You feel me? And we can't fall and get lost in a saturated market, because every market is going to be saturated, but it's about how you carve out your own uniqueness within that market. So that's why saturation really isn't a thing. Saturation, at the end of the day, if someone's using it, is kind of like an excuse, because there's no real thing. Saturation is the element you got to deal with when you're going into an industry. You just got to figure out, how do I carve my lane, right? Because every industry been around for a long time, and people join different industries, different organizations, different religious groups every day. And those industries and those groups and those organizations are never really saturated. It's about what impact are you bringing to the game? You feel what I'm saying? What impact are you bringing to the game? So we're trying to bring a brand new impact to the game. We got M. Arsonist in here. What's good, M. Arsonist? So I want to get into it, man. So here's what I've been working on in the background. The BPR broadcast, right? This is the vision that I'm seeing. One of the challenges that artists have, and what we were trying to do, is give artists a platform to be interviewed. But by way of doing that, sometimes you gotta just do something, then you start to learn and see different angles. When we think about up and coming indie artists, one of the biggest challenges is, number one, never really getting interview opportunities. That's number one. Most indie artists who are on the come up trying to get their music out there, nobody's really reaching out to them and saying, yo, come to my platform, let me interview you about your music. They're not getting interview opportunities. But interviews are so important when it comes to like building your personal brand, building that brand authority, getting that, that validation. It makes you look professional. Interviews are dope because it expands your reach, right? But if you're not getting those interview opportunities, you're just, the only thing you have is your own social media, you're facing serious limitations, right? Serious limitations. And so for artists, let me see, we got Zaza in here. Let me go to the site. So we've been working on Salt Life. What's good? Did I see you in here earlier? What's good, my brother? So for artists, it's very important to get interview opportunities. But again, one thing that indie artists deal with that I've learned from interviewing like 40, 50 artists on here so far, sometimes it's the life that be lifing. It's the scheduling conflicts. Because when you're an artist and you're on the come up, you still dealing with real life, and the music side of what you do is not paying the bills yet, right? Let's be real. Most artists are still working a job and got a family, right? So they got a family, got to come home, take care of the house, take care of the wife, the husband, do that thing. Then you got to take care of the kids. Kids got homework. You got stuff to do around the house. You got to get up and go to work the next day. So most artists, when they are artists, they're artists on the weekends. Most artists perform on the weekends. They go network on the weekends. They do shows on the weekends. They go to the club. They get into the artist mode on the weekends. But throughout the week, They're doing real life. They doing real life. So it's kind of hard for an artist who's not yet established, that's on the come up, to get on a live stream at a dedicated scheduled allotment or a time frame. It's hard for them to dedicate and commit to that, even though they want to, right? I'm talking about on a massive scale. So it's kind of hard to scale that when that's what you're dealing with. So what would be an easier like situation, Jones? What would be an easier, or what would make more sense? What would make more sense is if artists had the opportunity to do interviews and when they needed to promote what they want and what they are releasing or dropping or premiering, right? But doing in a way that has more leverage, right? Still impactful, still does the job, but gives them more leverage, because indie artists who are still working, got family, they gotta do the most in the littlest amount of time. Does that make sense? They gotta do the most in the littlest amount of time. So what artists need is leverage. So what we're looking at with this AI thing, we did the BPR broadcast. Do y'all recognize what we did? We had Jay Reed and Tay Simone interview me about beat promoters on the BPR broadcast, right? The BPR broadcast, I was interviewed, right? This was just to show and give an example, a tangible example of what it really is, or what it is we're really trying to venture into. And that's an AI, 100% AI generated interview platform. Let me show you what I've been working on. Look at this. And then I'm gonna explain it. Let me just share my screen real quick, because we got to do something different, y'all. And if it's gonna be done, why not be done by us? So check it out, man. Let's go to the website real quick. This is beatpromoters.com. We got an AI section now, right? In this AI section, this is gonna be where you're gonna see all of our AI innovation, right? But let me show you the website for artists who want to. It's not ready yet. Let me make that clear. This is beta, and we're not accepting all submissions yet. We're doing this layer by layer strategically, and we're going to handpick the interviews that we do, right? So, but eventually it'll be open to the whoever wants to do it, right? The masses, so to speak. But this is the BPR broadcast. Check this out. I want y'all to get this concept. It says the easiest interview you'll ever do and the most powerful. The future of AI, or the future of artist promotion, starts here, right? Leverage AI. We'll take your voice memos into a pro and turn them into a pro level podcast that makes you look legendary and gets your music in front of more ears. No calls, no cameras, no pressure, zero scheduling, all spotlight. And then there's a button that says start my interview. I'm gonna show you the website, and then we're gonna talk about this concept of what this really is. As y'all can see, it's a 3-dimensional site with the AI embedded in the site just to give it that look and feel. These are AI podcasts. Watch where we going, y'all. Imagine AI generated podcasts promoting the music from indie artists on a level they never seen before. That's automated, and they can do it in less time, man. I'm gonna tell you what we're doing with Salt Life right now, who's one of our first beta testers, right? It says how it works. Fill out the form. Tell us who you are, what you're promoting, and the vibe you're bringing. The form is quick and easy, just 5 to 10 minutes to complete. Record your answers. We'll send you 4 to 5 custom interview questions. Just record your responses as voice memos. No calls, no setup needed, right? We'll handle the rest. We turn your voice clips into a polished AI podcast episode that promotes your music and story, then you share it everywhere. Now imagine an artist being able to come to our site, right? And telling us what they want to promote. A single, an album, an EP, a music video, a cookbook, whatever the case might be. And they could come to this site and they can hit start my interview. It's going to take them to a form, rather a questionnaire, better yet, and they're going to fill it out with basic information. And then this platform is going to ask them questions to get real intel and data on who they are as an artist, do a wide internet search of what's currently surrounding their, what they're doing as an artist, what they're promoting, what they're into, social media, the whole nine. And then once they submit those questions, it's going to spit out some tailor-made interview questions specifically based on what the artist input inside the system. So these interview questions that the artist is going to get via email again, is going to be based on what they have going on currently. And they're going to be interview questions, pre-interview questions that's going to help design the entire conversation. So once the artist actually fills out the form here on the site, I'm going to show y'all in a minute, they're going to get tailor-made interview questions to help create the actual podcast style conversation, right? They're going to simply use their phone. This is how crazy and simple this is about to be. They're going to use their phone when they get the tailored interview questions, the pre-interview questions in their email. They're just going to use their phone and answer the questions on their phone using their voice memo. They take the voice memo responses from their phone, the voice memo responses, and email them back, and then they're done. You see that? What happens then, the AI is going to generate an entire interview that's going to be featured on the BPR Blogcast. So every BPR Blogcast, we're going to be featuring an artist in a real live interview. Sort of like how I did mine, right? So the BPR Blogcast with Jay Reed and Tay Simone is just one platform, right? But imagine multiple AI personalities, right, being able to post these interviews. Imagine the leverage that an artist has, and then we got the questions. This is just the facts and questions, right? But imagine an artist being able to say, yo, I want to do an interview, but I don't have any interview opportunities. Well, now you do. I want to have interviews, but I work at night. How can I do one? Well, now you can, because it's just basically you filling out the form on this site. It's going to customize tailor-made interview questions, pre-interview questions, send them to you via email. You'll answer the questions in your phone, send them back, and then that's going to be your interview. A pro-style, pro-level podcast interview promoting your music and your song. Now, we're going to get an example of this soon because we have Salt Life going through the process now, and we'll get an example of this soon. But this is facts and questions right here. It's saying, wait, is this really an AI hosted interview? Yep, our virtual hosts like Jay Reed and Tay Simone ask questions. You send voice memo answers, and we do the rest. No live calls, no awkward setup, right? Because think about when an artist gets on here, it's a lot going on. They got to get on the live stream. They got to get in the Discord. They got to do a lot of things, right? We're still going to interview live artists, but everybody can't be on Beat Promoters Radio, right? Everybody can't do the Breakfast Club. I'm talking about so many up and coming artists that are just used to posting on social media because that's their only option. Now I have another option to do a real live interview, all right? And for those who haven't seen the last episode of the BPR Blogcast, episode 4, it's out now, and you can get a real live example of what an interview would look like with an artist. Again, Jay Reed and Tay Simone, our AI personalities, interviewed me, right, about Beat Promoters Radio. Here's the question, a good question. Do I need studio equipment? Not at all. Your phone is perfect. Just find a quiet spot, speak clearly, and we'll take care of the polish. How long does it take? The form takes 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. This form takes 5 to 10 minutes to fill out. Voice recordings are quick. After that, we edit and then we deliver the episode, right? What if I need help? Then they can contact us, right? This is a leverage way to create promo for whatever it is you're doing musically, right? Y'all follow me? Look what it says here. AI host interview you, right? I put AI host interview you because as you can see, we're showing you that it doesn't stop at Jay Reed and Tay Simone. We have to recognize that what I'm showing you right now, I believe is going to be a standard. And it gets even deeper than this. In the near future, you'll have people, it's already been done, to be honest with you. Voice cloning is already being done, right? We got to speed up to the times and get on board with what is here. It's not what's coming. It's more like what's here, right? It's already a thing. And we'll offer that on this site eventually where if you're an artist, think about it. You got a voice clone, right? And we have an agreement to where we can access it for you and create whatever type of promo you want. So if you hit up Beat Promoters and say, yo, I want to do an interview about my new record coming out next month, You don't even need to get on one of our microphones. We don't need to schedule a live stream. We don't need to schedule an interview. We don't need to do anything but hear from you. I need to promote my single. We can formulate that because we already have your voice, right? I know this gets Twilight Zone. I know this gets sci-fi and scary and spooky, but this is just where we going, y'all. Imagine an artist being able to say, yo, promote this, promote that, and then they can have an AI interview, an AI podcast, an AI documentary, an AI music video, whatever, because that's what AI gives us the capability to do. Now, I understand why some people might look at this and be like, yo, this is scary, y'all. This is crazy. But that is always the mentality, man. Think about this, man. Look, we got to just recognize that's always the mentality when something so new comes to change the game, man. The electric guitar, the drum machine, sampling in music, cameras, everything that's new and different, people who were in the old system are always going to have pushback. And it's primarily because they don't want the old system to go anywhere, because people fear change. People fear what they don't understand. People fear the unknown. And there's a lot of gray area and unknown in AI. Just in case anybody want to call in, let me see. Because we've been having this call-in feature. Let me see if it's too late for me to pull up. Normally I pull it up in the beginning before I get started. But we got to take advantage of this call-in feature, because I really be wanting to know your guys' thoughts. And sometimes I can't see the comments all the time coming through. If you want to call in to the live stream, you can call in by going to beatpromoters.com. And let me just show y'all what we're doing. And a lot of times people will be like, yo, I don't like it because they don't understand it, but then they don't put themselves in situations to learn about it either, man. So it's one thing to say I don't like something and it be because you don't understand it, but then not really doing your homework on it. And I'm telling everybody right now, if you're a creator, especially if you're a creator of any sort, music producer, artist, photographer, you got to learn how you're going to find your niche in AI, because AI is becoming so advanced. Do y'all see the graphic work that AI is producing at this point in the game? Look at the website. Every thing that you see here, man, look at this, man. Look at this. This is AI generated. These aren't real people. Somebody told me, I wish she was real. I'm sorry, fellas, she's not real. You're not going to find her anywhere on planet Earth. She's 100% AI. Now, unless you know how to go into the AI world, you feel me, then, let me know something. But as far as I know, AI. And look how it looks. Look at the quality in the image, right? I saw a post, I can't remember who it was. They said in 5 years, 3 to 5 years, there's gonna be AI doctors, AI lawyers. I mean, there's already accounting software. I mean, every industry. But these are all tools. People are looking at it like doom and gloom, like, oh, AI is gonna do it for you. Listen, let me show you something. There's differences in what people can do with an instrument. Pause. Right? So you listen. Just because the electric guitar came about doesn't mean everybody became an amazing electric guitar player. But when the electric guitar came out on the scene, it was just as innovative at that time as AI or anything else, right? And some people thought people were going to be better guitar players just because they have the ability to now create this odd, crazy sound, right? No, you still had to learn. See, people evolve. That's the thing about us human beings. It doesn't matter where we evolve. We're going to go there and take whatever to the next level. That's just how we're going to evolve as the world evolves. It's how we survive. It's an embedded survival tactic that we evolve no matter what. You feel me? But some people don't adapt to evolution, and they find a cozy spot and try to hold on to the last piece of whatever's left, but then they phase out, right? Look at this, man. I want to show y'all something to give you an example, because some people think that AI is as simple as just entering a prompt in, whether it's a music generator or whether it's an image generator. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find this guy's page, right? but he creates some of the dopest AI generated videos and images I've ever seen on the internet, right? And this is a skill set because anybody can't do what he's doing. It's not just as easy. Yeah, you could put a prompt in and get something out that sounds good or sounds decent, but somebody who really understands what they're doing, you're not going to be able to do it on the level that they're doing it. AI is still an instrument, and if you don't understand it, there's people who are doing way more than just prompting with simple prompts. You feel what I'm saying? There's a method to the madness. Like I said, he's gonna find it. He's gonna find it outside. I mean, look at that, man. Now, people are entertained by whatever's entertaining. Like, people today ain't really asking too much to me. Look how y'all looking at this chick right here. You feel me? Can you imagine if she was on here talking just like this, promoting your album or promoting your single? You gonna be mad because she ain't real? I mean, think about how many people she'll be able to get the message across to based on how she look, right? Yeah, AI is dangerous, you know, for a lot of reasons, and it may not be music, right? But I'm just saying, look at this, man. If you're ignoring, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. If you're ignoring like AI at this point, it's just straight up out of fear, and I'm gonna tell you to come on up out of the fear, my brothers and sisters. This is a new land, a new voyage. You feel me? This is a new promised land, and there's nothing to be afraid of. We got DJ Steph in the building. DJ Steph, what's up? You see, we're promoting the blogcast. This is truly just the beginning of what we're doing. But my whole focus right now, so that y'all know, is because I see this as this is the future, and if we're going to exist in the future, we have to figure out how we're going to exist in the future. That's the thing that a lot of people don't do, is when things evolve, they don't see where they exist in the future. They just ignore it, and because they don't like it, they ignore it. A comment today was like, AI is a tough push because a lot of producers are shying away from it. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of what it was. AI is a tough push because a lot of producers are shying away from it. And this is what I had to say to that, right? A lot of producers shied away from FL Studio when it was called Fruity Loops. A lot of producers shied away from making beats on a computer. A lot of people shy away from a lot of things, once again, going back to when they don't truly understand it. 9 times out of 10, if you meet somebody who says, I ain't feeling that AI stuff, ask them how much they actually know about it. And you'll find out, just by having a conversation, that they don't really know much about AI. They just know what they've been hearing, what they've been seeing, but they haven't really done their own homework. Now, some people who have done their own homework and they are still not down with it, it's just because they don't like that. I'm just gonna keep it real. They don't like that it's gonna change the game, and they are comfortable with what's been working. So whatever's been working, they're comfortable with that, and they don't want to see it change. They don't want to have to adapt, because one thing's for sure that people know about change, whether they like it or not. If it's inevitable, they're realizing that sooner or later, I'm going to have to get on board. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to get on board. Reason. That's another one. All of them. Man, look. I get excited when I see pushback because I see opportunity. Oh, so all them over there don't like, all of them don't like it. Okay. Then we're going to go this way then. We're going to go this way because I guarantee you, if everybody in the group is saying they don't like it, it's because one person said they didn't like it and everybody following him down the hole, right? But we're not going to go that direction. We're going to go and really dissect this thing, and then we're going to figure out our own unique lane within it, because it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Every area of our life is going to be touched by AI. It's already happening. It's already happening. And so it's not time to be I'm telling you, man, look, I've been down the rabbit hole very deep with this AI stuff, y'all. There is nothing to be afraid. I mean, this is amazing. I ain't gonna go, I was gonna say I love AI. You know what? I kind of do love it though, because dude, it is scary what AI can do, but it makes life so easier. I couldn't do 90% of the things that I do, like mechanically, without AI, right? And if we learn the power of AI, we can truly use it to our benefit. But you really got to get into it, and you forget all the negative stuff that people say about it. What's good about it? You feel me? Like if somebody is telling me something and it's all negative about you, like if somebody was telling me about you and everything they said about you was negative, I wouldn't take that. I would take that as a grain of salt. I would say, well, he didn't say nothing good about this guy. Everything you said about him was negative. I need to see for myself, because maybe he don't like him for other reasons, right? And then you end up meeting the dude and he cool as hell, right? But if you would have listened to this guy, you would have found out that it's a lot of people he don't like. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So once again, this is what we're working on. We're fine-tuning this thing. This is beta. Y'all looking at the prototype. This is literally the prototype. An artist comes here. The easiest interview you'll ever do and the most powerful. An artist comes here. They go to click start my interview. It takes them to the form, right? Welcome to the BPR Broadcast Artist Submission Forum. At B Promoters Radio, we're building the future of artist promotion powered by AI. This forum is your opportunity to be featured on the BPR Broadcast, where our host, Jay Reed and Tay Simone, will interview you about your music, your journey, and your latest release, all without needing to jump on a live call or a live stream interview. So if it's an artist and she home from work, somebody just said they worked an 11-hour shift, right? Might not want to do an interview after an 11-hour shift. Then you got kids and you still got to cook dinner, right? But knowing that I can come right here to this site, fill out this form, go through the process. It's going to ask you for basic information. What's your artist name, email address, Instagram handle. Drop the link to your most recent single, EP, or album. And this is going to go into the actual more in-depth questions to help literally design your interview. Now, here's the thing, too, that I discussed with Salt Life, who brought up a great point. He said, yo, Jones, the thing I like about this, what we're putting together is, a lot of times you go to an interview on a platform and you there for an hour, and most of it's just fluff. And you really don't get to the reason you're there until you got to have a bunch of small talk and conversations that really just, you know what I'm saying, turn into dust after a few days. But you're really there to promote. And sometimes you don't even get a chance to get off everything that you want to say, promote, and the picture you want to paint, because you're dealing with a real human interviewer who has their own set of alternatives, or own set of motives, right? If you're a podcast host or interviewer, there's certain points you're trying to hit in the interview. There's certain things you're trying to do in the interview. There's certain things you got to get off in the interview, despite who you're interviewing. Not with AI. I'm just going to tell you, with an AI interview, it's 100% focused on why you came, not focused on anything else. You feel what I'm saying? So when you come into the forum area and you start filling out the information, ultimately what's going to happen is it's going to pretty much do a wide internet search, and it's also going to get the information that you input, and then it's going to generate pre-made, tailored custom interview questions that it's going to email you. You're going to get the email with your interview questions, and then the next step is easy. You're going to look at the questions in the email and respond on your phone with your voice memo app. Simple as that. It's like 4 to 5 questions. Yeah, 4 to 5 questions in the email sent to you. You'll answer with your voice memo app, and then email the voice memos back. And then that's when the interview generation process begins. And from those 4 or 5 questions, we're going to turn it into a pro level podcast style interview promoting your music or whatever it is you came to promote. I need you to understand the leverage in that. But right now, again, we're in the beta stages. This is the prototype. This is the concept. There's two ways I'm gonna go about doing this when it comes to like the just 100% making it a hands-free experience where it's fully automated. Or I'm also thinking about opening it up to an opportunity for the community, right? Where I can create a hybrid situation that might feel more comfortable to people just now getting into AI. The fact that we do voice memo and we don't clone your voice, that has made a lot of artists that I've had conversations with about this concept very comfortable. They said, well, yeah, that's dope because it's my real voice. Yeah, it's your real voice that's going to be edited to appear or sound like a real conversation that you're having with the AI host. But it's still your voice. There's no cloning. We're not altering anything. There's no editing going on with your voice. So it's your real voice. Because somebody said, well, what about my own cadence and my own lingo? All that will be in the episode. Because again, it's your real natural voice that we're infusing and editing into this episode, right? Which is dope. Yeah, man. We got Ill Bill in the building. What's good? I'm gonna show y'all how to I want to get some live feedback, right? They done changed some things up inside the Discord. I see. It's looking real. It's giving. We done made some improvements in here. Hold on, let me start this BPR hotline. All you gotta do is go to bpromoters.com. You can join the BPR hotline. This is how it's working. We got it right here in the Discord. You can join. Once you see it, the easiest way to get there is to go to the site. Illville. This is a new site. I'm gonna come back to it. Go to the main page on the site, or you could go from here. It doesn't matter, but go to BPR hotline right here. Click on it, and then this button right here will take you to the hotline. You can call in and give your thoughts. I need some thoughts and opinions, and drop it right here in the comments too. Illville, I don't know when did you get in here, Illville. I don't know when you got in here, but let me just show you the site again. This is the prototype. This is the, you feel me? This ain't the floor model. It's the prototype, right? Then the floor model. This is like the beta version and the concept version of what we're doing. The easiest interview you'll ever do and the most powerful one, right? Illville, we talked several times on this concept. Well, here it is, man. Leverage AI. Artists can come here eventually when we launch it and get a pro style interview by just answering a few questions and sending them with your voice memo on your phone. So no scheduling, like it says, no calls, no camera, no pressure, zero scheduling. You ain't got to get on a live stream. You ain't got to get on a call. You don't have to go anywhere and be on location. Do your hair, makeup, none of that, right? But still effectively promote things and get content out there in a new, innovative way that feels fresh and feels futuristic and cutting edge, right? Now everybody want to be on the cutting edge. So you can come to this site, tell us what you're promoting by hitting start my interview. It's going to take you to a page where you're going to fill out your information like a questionnaire, right? Start my interview questionnaire. Once you put the information in that is requesting, it's going to generate tailored or custom made pre-interview questions that is going to email to you. Once you get those questions, you just read the question to yourself and answer them in your voice memo on your phone. Voice memo app on your phone, and then email the voice memos or your responses to the questions to the email that we provide, right? Once we get that, you're done. You're done. Go to the site, fill out the form, get the questions, answer them on your phones, email them back. You're done. We take those voice memo responses that you sent, and we use that to generate, like again, a pro level podcast style interview, promoting your music. Now this is just the beginning, but I want y'all to think about this. Think bigger. This concept, this formula will work with a lot of different use cases. Right now, we're doing interviews. But what if I'm an artist who wants a documentary? What if I'm an artist that wants to do a radio drop, right? What if I just want to promote a show that I got going on? What if I want to create a music video? You feel me? What if I wanted to create a short film? The sky's the limit, literally. But but see, the opportunity is creating systems and formulas that make AI easier. Here's the real secret that I've learned. When you got a whole entire community within the industry that's not too sure about change, what you do is you go look at that change yourself and say, well, what are they afraid of? Oh, they just don't understand that angle. Let me take that angle, carve it out, bring it over here, manipulate it, put it back, and say, yo, I made it so you can understand it better. Let me show you what you didn't see. This part right here that we was afraid of, actually, it turns out that this is actually a benefit for us. See, it's just understanding. And if we can create systems that make it easier to understand what AI is and how as music producers and how as music creators we can implement it and not be afraid of it. Because if you think about it, we're producers, man. We shouldn't really be afraid of anything that's coming from a creative space. AI is a creative machine. It's literally a creative machine. Like, if you're not using AI for any and everything that you do, you're really behind the curve, right? But this could be the beginning of how you get in front of the curve, right? If you're an artist, man, some of the things that I want to do with AI is going to be phenomenal, man. Y'all going to start seeing it more and more and more as we roll it out, as we do different things. Content is king. Content is king. We're looking to create some different type of content with AI that's going to create, you know what I mean, interest, curiosity. But here's the thing. We definitely can't do what we see everybody else doing. Making beats, posting beats, making beats, posting beats. Look, ask yourself a question as we wrap tonight. What is it that you really want to do with this music thing, right? Like, do you really want to like be in a reality or be existing in a reality where what you love to do is what you do all time, right? Well, sometimes we have to create those opportunities. We can't wait for those opportunities to come to us, right, Illville? Sometimes we got, and most of the time, all of the time, it requires a team, a visionary team, right? I'm sorry to say, but we're in an industry, like in the music producer community, where I've seen a lot of opportunities, not even just with beat promoters. I just seen a lot of opportunities come and go that producers in our community or just as a community, we haven't really taken advantage of, right? And we have to really realize what we are collectively. Like, it's a producer network. Back in the day, a producer network wasn't really a thing that existed because there wasn't so many people making beats. But now there's so many producers. And then you got the mobile app producers. And then you got the mobile app AI. Man, if I showed you, look, 6 months ago, producers were saying, no, AI beats is trash. But I could show you some stuff now. Like, y'all don't even know. Well, this beat right now is not AI. Who's this beat by? This is by Beats by Casual. This is Beats by Casual, right? But we can go to AI and I can do a whole live stream with AI beats and no one would even bat an eye because it would sound just as good. You see what I'm saying? So we just have to look at that and say, well, what is the instrument trying to tell us we need to do? What is this new era of technology telling us that we need to do? Because if we don't ask those questions and answer them, we will become dinosaurs. We will be phased out. Now, for producers that's here to collect a quick buck, this is not really their passion. They're doing it strictly because it's a money grab. That's the thing. Then I understand you're not being interested in what the next evolution in music technology might be. But if you're a diehard music producing son of a gun because this is what you do, then you cannot afford to ignore AI technology, no way, no how. And this is what I encourage you to do. We're not here to say that we're the experts. We're not here to say that we're the gurus. In fact, we're not even trying to do. We're just saying that, hey, as a community, we recognize the change and we understand why it's important to be the change and be a part of that change, be the change you want to see, all of that, to be a part of the evolution, and then not just be a part of it, be responsible in some of the ways that it evolves. Because if we're going to do it, we might as well do it big, right? Starting with this, the easiest interview you'll ever do and the most powerful. If we can create this formula and get this off the ground, my goal is to create a program where members of the community can promote this and share it with other artists and earn commissions. That's what we are. We always about creating opportunities, right? If we can continue to create this and get out of beta, have a fully bulletproof formula, it's gonna be go time, because this is just the beginning. What I see that we can do with AI, like all the different things we can do with AI, like we can really be the change maker. You feel me? So So with that being said, what's next for me? Look, man, I'm really changing my mindset when it comes to a lot of things that we've been doing here on the live stream, Be Promoters Radio, because you have to make the necessary changes to continue to grow your vision, right? Be Promoters is my vision, right? But like I say all the time, it doesn't matter who creates it. It doesn't matter whose vision it is. The only thing that matters is who builds it. You feel what I'm saying? I am still on the hunt for those individuals who believe enough in what we're doing and in themselves to partner with me and say, yo, I may not understand everything you're doing, but I definitely want to brainstorm. I definitely want to be a part. I definitely want to come together and work as a team to take what we're doing, us together as a family, to the next level, because that's what it takes. My son, who's 12, came to me and said, yo, daddy, me and my friends are making a video game. Yeah, we're making a video game, Roblox video game. We got a Discord. It's about 12 of us right now. We got a Discord, and we're working out the concept of our video game. I said, that's amazing, son. That's what you need. It sounds like you got a team. Always move like that. Always move with a team. Don't be one of those people that's like, nah, I ain't working with nobody. I'm a one-man band. I'm in it for myself. I'm in it to win it. Got to get it how I live. You got to get yours. I got to get mine. Nah. Always be willing to be a team player and work within a team. We got too many people who are not willing, especially in our industry. Gotta say it. We got a lot of people who are not willing to be a team player because they're so concerned about not getting burnt, not getting scammed, not making money, not making the most money, somebody making more money than them, not getting the opportunity, somebody else getting the opportunity. Let it all flow through you, man. Be a vessel. What's for you, what's meant for you is gonna be for you. Somebody else getting something or doing something doesn't dim your light because their light gets brighter. Matter of fact, you should just ask them, yo, anything I can do to help, I'm here. Like, be willing to be an ally. Be willing to support. Be willing to shine light on other people. Be willing to help other people. You feel what I'm saying? The more people you help, the more you're gonna help yourself. You feel me? And that was my what do you call it? My advice for the night. Yo, check it out. We are live Monday and Thursday night. This is what we're working on, man. I'm getting back to the beats as well, but we're working on AI, man. This BPR broadcast, Jay Reed, Tay Simone, and other characters we're gonna introduce soon. It's gonna become a movie, y'all. It's gonna become a movie. It's gonna have a narrative. It's gonna have context. It's gonna have a storyline. We're gonna translate it. What's the word I'm using for it? Transition it and parlay it into more content that's just gonna put eyeballs on who's ever involved and who's ever tapped in to the community. Because all I'm trying to do is create things that are gonna bring more attention to what we're doing within the community, right? And I believe if we're at the front of the AI conversation, you might have some producers, a lot of producers, a lot of artists, some artists saying now they don't like it, they don't think it's a thing. But if we get in front of it right now, we buy while it's low, we're gonna be the biggest beneficiaries when it goes up, when it's high. And everybody else is trying to buy. Yo, with that being said, we out of here, man. Yo, hit me up anytime. I'm available in my DM. You feel me? If you got any questions about this, any questions about AI, like I said, I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert, not trying to be, but I do know some things. And I know where I want to go with this. I know what my vision is. So definitely hit me up. Let me know what I'm saying. And let's get it, man.